Hello everyone, this is Bobby of Copel TV Repair with a short, hopefully educational video concerning Sanyo DP47460 and DP55360 that are based on that board, which is based on N8TE PCB. There are two different boards. The 47-inch model is N8VG. This is the N8VG that goes in the 47-inch, and the 55-inch is N8TE. I believe, yeah, sorry, the label is scrambled. They're very similar, and they can actually work in place of each other. There's a minor difference as to where the HDMIs are on two of them, and overall they're good. Now, this is a customer's board which we repaired, or rather upgraded, because there is a known flaw in those boards that has to do with the audio amplifier. And after a lot of fixed boards and enough returns, we decided we are not fixing and using the Sanyo design. We always upgrade the boards with this external voltage stabilizer. And we have not had any complaints ever since started doing that many years ago. 2012, I believe we started, so yeah, 5 years ago. Anyhow, there's a problem that is not so common for those boards, but it will become more common. And for those of you who are not willing to throw TVs away, the problem is like this. I'll have to... the typical failure, I will illustrate it in a minute, is... the Sanyo screen shows up, the TV hangs on it, and this is original EEPROM for that board. It actually belongs here, that's where it came from. And this is, let me show it to you, Toshiba TC58NVG 03S, etc. You can see it on your board, and you can tell the original ones by the color paint dot that they have. So this IC that I have here is coming from the board that is laying down. I'm going to stick it in. Please pardon the poor video, but that's what happens when you do it with one hand. All right, and here's what the problem is. When you press on, oh sorry, you will have to disconnect, reconnect again, turn on, okay, powered on, Sanyo screen, and it hangs, and it hangs, and it hangs. It's going to stay there for about a minute, and then it will restart. And there are different reasons, and this is not such a common problem that we've seen on those boards. And ultimately, the culprit turned out to be the EEPROM, as I hope to illustrate after I remove that and place a good one. You can already tell this is unusually long for a splash screen, but it will continue for some more, and then the TV will restart. Okay, it did restart. We didn't get what we wanted, and we get a brand new EEPROM program for N8. Now, I do not recommend mixing N8 VG and N8TE, that is the 47 and the 55-inch models. Use the EEPROM for your board, and the reason is your HDMIs will get messed up. The board will still work. There may be other minor differences. This is actually what allows us to use that board with a socket. So what we did after troubleshooting this, we started suspecting the EEPROM. And what we always tell everybody, and this is a good advice that, you know, people keep asking me, I have this and that problem, could it be the EEPROM? EEPROMs have, those NAND flash EEPROMs have number of pages, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 in the new ones. Any one of them can go bad. And depending on which one it is and how did it go bad, you're going to have a gazillion different problems. And so when in doubt, you don't go by the symptom. In the old linear EEPROMs, you could. With the NAND flash, not so much. So what I do is I power on, and I have the Sanyo splash. It stayed unusually long the first time I tried it before making that video, but ultimately it passed on, and the TV started and was working fine. So I'm sure it will do it again. There you go. The HDMI will show in a minute, which is to show that the problem is in the NAND flash EEPROM, and what you need is just to replace it. You can find them at our website. You can probably find them elsewhere. There's HDMI 1. TV is working now, and this is for those who says that you know, EEPROMs don't go bad so often, etc., etc. It does. That's where the problem is. This will go to the junk, and that's it. Hopefully it helps somebody to repair those TVs. But the stuff that really allows us to troubleshoot and resolve such problems is the ability to test EEPROMs on a socket, because that is the most reliable way to find out whether an EEPROM is good or bad. Good luck and happy troubleshooting.